Okay, I'll give it a couple of minutes just to let people join and then we will get started. Okay, so great, as usual, just a soft area on the floor. You don't necessarily need a mat. Carpet area works quite well as well. So we're just going to start by taking it onto our backs, arms out to the sides, palms facing the ceiling, and just gently rock the knees side to side. Keep those shoulder blades pressed into the floor. So just nice, slow, controlled movements. Good. Each time, just relaxing the legs over a little bit further. Remember to keep them shoulder blades down on both sides. Good. From there, you're going to take one hand to chest, one leg towards the floor without touching. Keeping the lower back pressed into the floor, and all you're going to do is alternate legs. Slightly raising the shoulders, but the back is pressed into the floor. Squeezing that knee into chest. Each time again, pull it in a little bit closer. So really push that lower back down and just focus on engaging that core. Good. From there, you're going to take two knees in together. So this time releasing the lower back off the floor and lowering the legs down towards the floor again without touching. So really squeezing those knees into chest. Roll yourself back into a little ball all the way to the shoulder blades. Release that lower back up. And extend the legs out. Good, back to alternating legs, so two straight legs either behind the back of the thigh or behind the calf. So again, slightly raised with the shoulders, but the lower back is into the floor. Underneath leg stays raised, so close to the floor without touching. And just pull that leg in towards the chest a little bit more each time. Start loosening off them hamstrings. Good, so from there we're going to stay on our back. Legs stay raised but a nice 90-degree angle at the knee. So from here you're going to take the hands behind the back of the head. And all you're going to do is sit yourselves up, getting those elbows towards the knee and rolling yourself back down. So those legs staying nice and raised. Try and keep it nice, slow and controlled. So sitting up and then rolling the spine all the way back down. Good, relaxing there, staying on your back, so just lengthening the legs down towards the floor. So from here you're going to keep your arms down by your sides, you're going to slowly sit yourselves up and reach over those toes. So slowly rolling through the spine all the way back down, slowly sitting up using the core, reaching over the toes, reach over as far as you can, and again slowly rolling down. So make sure those legs are nice and straight. Make sure you control it all the way down. The slower the better. Good, so from here we're going to keep the same movement going, but we're going to take the arms above the head, extending the arms so biceps stay in line with the ears. So from there you're going to reach up to the ceiling first, and then relax over the top of the legs. Big pull up to the ceiling again, and then slowly rolling through the spine all the way back down. So legs stay nice and straight and they are planted onto the floor. Make sure in between each one you lengthen that spine as far as you can, big reach up to the ceiling. Nice, slow, controlled movements. from here we're going to stay on our backs. You're going to take your feet together, knees go out nice and wide to the side, hands are coming through the middle so they're not above the head. All you're going to do is sit yourselves up again using the core, reach through those legs, hands go through as far as you can, feet stay in contact with the floor, and then again slowly rolling down through the spine on the way back. So just control it all the way back. And big reach through. Good, and relax yourselves there. Okay, so from here we're going to take it into a reverse plank position. So elbows go down on the floor, legs are straight. Move back so you can see. Elbows are flat on the floor, hands are palms facing down. What you can do is push your hips up towards the ceiling, keeping those heels into the floor. So hips go up, 4-second hold, and then slowly control it down. So 4-second hold in this position, the weight is on the heels, and slowly control it down. Good, so from here we're going to go into a bridge position, so feet go flat on the floor. Coming up onto the hands, so your choice, either fingertips facing forwards or fingertips facing to the side. So from this position, all you're going to do is push those hips up again as high as you can. So weight this time is distributed between the feet and the hands. Try and get those hips in line with the shoulders and the knees. So big push up, again 4-second hold, and slowly control it down. So your choice of hand position depending on what's more comfortable. If you have your fingertips pointing towards your feet, you'll feel it target your shoulders a little bit more. Good, so from here, hitting the same position again. We're going to release the leg from the knee down, so extending the leg out, one on each side, control it back down to the floor and repeat. So hips go up, leg extends out, hips go back down. So one on each leg. Try and keep everything else nice and still. Keep pushing those hips up nice and high. Good, one more. Good, okay, so we're going to stay in the bridge position. This time you're going to just have one hand on the floor, so we're going to start with the left hand down, again feet flat on the floor. All you're going to do is push the hips up and reach that arm over as far as you can. So right hand starts touching the left hip, left hand is on the floor, hips go up, big reach over, same arm. A few different angles so you can see. So relaxing that head back, hips go up nice and high. Good, swapping the sides over, so right hand onto the floor, left hand on the right hip to start off with, and then the left hand reaches over the top. Good, relax yourself there. So we're going to go into our hollow hold position. So on your back, so you're going to be balancing on the lower part of your back. Legs and arms are straight. Arms are in line, biceps to ears. You're going to raise your shoulders, legs off the floor into this position. So you're going to hold it for 4 seconds. After your 4 seconds, arms come over the top, knees come to chest, all the way back down. So 4-second hold. Arms over the top, knees into chest, not pulling on the legs. Control it all the way to the floor. Good, one more. And relax in there. Okay, so from here we're going to flip it over onto our fronts. So, hips into the floor, chest up, shoulders back. You have a slight bend in the elbows. Okay, so from this position you're going to take your hips up and back towards the ceiling in one movement. Head is going to come through the arms. Slight bend to the knees, feet are shoulder width apart. And you should feel as though you're pushing yourself away through the heels of the hands. So just a short pause, push through as far as you can, hips go back into the floor, chest up, shoulders back. So just nice, slow, controlled, smooth movements. Good, slowly bring yourself back down towards the floor, holding it there. So from here we're going to hit the same position again, but we're going to alternate the feet, dropping the heels down towards the floor. So you're going to stay in that position, but all you're going to do, alternate, heel down to the floor. Keep pushing those hips back. From there, bring the hips back down into the floor and just sitting yourself back all the way onto the heels. So just relax into that there, nice big deep breaths. Okay, so from here, hips come back into the mat, chest up, shoulders back. So, again, same position, hips go up and back. From here, you're going to take your right foot around the outside of the right leg, of the right hand, sorry. From there, it's going to go straight back up to the ceiling. So right hand around the outside, and straight back up. Side on. From on so you can see as well. Outside of the hand, So just working the right side for the moment, and we'll keep going with it. Sorry, that's close one. Apologies, the postman's outside. Good, taking the right foot forward and keeping it by the side of your hand. So from that position, taking the right hand up to the ceiling and tucking it underneath the hand. Good, taking both hands down towards the floor, step the right foot back, again dropping down onto the knees and sit yourself back onto those heels again and just relax there. Good, slowly bring yourself forwards, hips into the floor, chest up, shoulders back. We're going to repeat that on the left leg. So hips up. From there you're going to step your left foot around the outside of the left hand, flat on the floor, left leg goes back and back round. Yeah, taking the left foot forwards, keeping the left foot into the floor, so you can see. Left foot into the floor, right hand into the floor, left arm as we do on the other side, releasing up and tucking in underneath. Good, dropping the left hand into the floor, stepping the left foot back, dropping down onto the knees. So again, we're going to sit back onto the heels, but the hips are going to stay above the knees. So you're going to sit back, so chest comes into the floor, but the hips stay up nice and high. So front arm, get that chest as close to the floor as you can, but keep those hips above those knees. So you should be in this position. Good, from there, slowly coming up, keeping the feet together, you're going to take your knees out nice and wide. So feet together, knees out wide, and then again sitting all the way back this time onto those feet. So you should be nice and flat towards the floor. Good, slowly bring yourselves out of that. We're going to come into a high plank position. So from here, you're going to step your right foot in between the hands. If you struggle to get in this position, you can drop that back knee down as well. So from there, all you're going to do is fingertips go all the way up, big reach back, hands go back down, and you're going to alternate legs in between each one. So exactly the same movement if you're dropping down onto that back knee. Big reach back, hands go back to the floor, swap the feet over. Front foot is flat in between the hands. Again, if you drop that back knee down, same movement with the upper body. Good, coming back into that high plank. So you're going to step your left foot, or your right foot towards your left hand, and your right knee, see better, towards your right hand. So the foot and the knee are parallel. So from there the aim is to get as low to the floor as you can. If you struggle to get in this position, just bring that back leg slightly higher. So side on view, foot is parallel to the knee, and nice and low to the floor. So again, if you do struggle, just bring that back leg in higher, sink down nice and low. If you find this position easy, you can relax further over the top of the leg. So just come further down, get the chest towards the floor. Good, so slowly bring yourselves out of that. You're keeping the right foot in front. So you're going to bring yourself almost into a lunge position. So from there you're going to sit back onto the left foot and the right leg is going to go out straight. So just sitting yourself back as low as you can. So your side on from there. Sit back onto that foot. And again, if you're finding this position easy, just relax over the top. Feel a nice stretch down the back of your hamstring. Good, bring yourselves out of that. So still keeping that left knee into the floor. So this time you're going to take the leg out to the sides, so toe and knee are facing in the same direction, and again you're going to sit back onto that heel. So front on view, foot is facing the same direction that your knee is pointing, and just sitting back onto that left heel. So again, for some of you this might be enough, but if you want more of a stretch you can just relax that chest down towards the floor. So really focus on keeping that leg out nice and straight, and the aim is to get as low down as possible. Good, slowly releasing there, we're going to swap the legs over, so right knee into the floor. So this time your left foot and your left knee are parallel to each other. Again, I'll show you this way. If you struggle to get in this position, just bring that right knee up nice and high, but sink down to the floor as low as you can. So the important bit here is that the foot is in line with the knee. So try not to have that foot tucked in underneath you. Try and make sure that shin is nice and parallel. And again, if you want more of a stretch, just relax over the top. Good, so you slowly bring yourselves out of that, staying with that right knee into the floor. So this time the left leg's going to straighten and you're going to sit back onto the right heel into this position. And again, if you need to, just relax over the top of that leg. So right knee is down, sitting all the way back, bum to heel. Left leg is nice and straight, and just relax over as much as you need. Good, slowly sit yourselves out of that. So keeping that right knee down. This time left leg goes straight, so remember the left toes are facing forwards, as is the knee. And again, sit your bum back onto that right heel. Again, if you need to, just relax over the top as much as you need. And you should feel a nice stretch down the inside of that thigh. So make sure those toes are facing forwards. Good, slowly bring yourselves out of that. You're going to come onto your backs. So just quickly loosening off the spine and then we will finish with a bit of core. So onto your back, so just as we did at the beginning, just gently walk the knees side to side. Keep those shoulder blades into the floor. So just slowly alternating sides. Good, so from here we're going to go into our hollow hold position that we did towards the beginning. So this was on your backs, balancing on that lower part of your back, legs are straight, arms are straight, arms are biceps in line with the ears. So shoulders are off, legs are off, lower back is into the floor. So that was this position. So from here, you're going to alternate sides. So the right knee comes in towards the chest, left knee. So just alternating legs. Keep those shoulders up, keep that lower back down. Good, 2 more on each leg. Good, so from there relaxing, but bring the knees into chest, don't drop the feet down towards the floor. So keeping the core engaged here. So we're going to hit the same position again. So from this position we're going to have small flutters with the feet. So all you're going to do is flutter the legs. So again, shoulders are off, biceps in line with the ears, lower back is into the floor. So just small movements with the legs. Good, and relax there again, just squeeze those knees into chest. So as we did at the beginning, we're going to take one knee into chest, one leg towards the floor, so all you're going to do is alternate legs, so just loosening those hips off as well. So this time you're relaxing the shoulders all the way down. So from here you're going to keep the same movement going with the legs, but you're going to take your arms away, palms facing upwards. Good, and squeezing 2 knees, so taking the hands back to knees, releasing the lower back this time, lowering those legs down slightly above the floor, so again not touching. Really squeeze those knees into chest. And again, same movement with the legs, but you're going to take the arms away, palms facing up. Good, back to alternating legs, so hands either behind the back of the thigh or behind the calf. So just slowly alternating legs. And again, same movement with the legs, taking the arms away, palms facing upwards. And both feet together. Again, arms are up to the sides, palms up. So just lower those legs as close to the floor as you can without your lower back releasing. So keep that lower back in contact with the floor. Good, just hugging those knees in and just gently rolling through the spine. Good, so from here you're going to roll yourself forwards, legs go out to the sides and you're going to reach through. So use that momentum, taking the legs out, big reach through. Good, and one more time and you're going to hold the legs out in front, so relax all the way down. Good, so staying close to the floor, you're going to walk all the way over towards the right leg. Right hand is flattened to the floor, and what you can do is open the left fingertips up to the ceiling. So both legs are nice and straight, just relax down as far as you can, and then open the arm out. From that position you're going to take your left hand as close to the right hand as you can, so just relax over the top. Gear coming into the middle and over to the left. Left hand inside the left foot, right fingertips straight up to the ceiling. And again, you're going to take the right hand as close to the left as you can, relaxing over the top. Good, slowly sitting yourselves up there. So one last time, knees into chest and just gently rock the knees side to side, loosen up that spine. Again, shoulder blades in contact with the floor. Good, knees into chest and just gently roll through the spine. And that is you guys done. So as normal, I will post the video, so those of you that haven't been able to make it, you can come back and complete the session. And I hope you all have a lovely day.